I think I would want to tell my son, son, don't be afraid to take risks. I think one of the things that ambition does is it lives at peace with what it doesn't know. Ambition is willing to launch us out without having a full game plan. Now I'm not trying to validate a lack of planning or a lack of prayer, but I just mean as long as we're alive in this world, there are many things we're not going to know. We're not God. We're not omniscient. We're not omnipotent. We don't know all. We don't have the power to control the future. A great passage that kind of gets right at this is in Acts 20, where Paul is describing what he's going to be doing. He says this, he says, "Constrained by the Spirit, I am going to Jerusalem, not knowing what will happen." And there's this great picture of he being led by the Spirit. I'm launching out towards Jerusalem. I have no idea what's going to happen. That sense of going to Jerusalem not knowing. I think that going not knowing should be a banner that every Christian, that should be over every Christian's life. It's a descriptive phrase for what I think life is in this world for the believer. God is always leading us and prompting us to take steps, sets us in the direction that He wants us to go, but withholds the future. And it's in that withholding that we learn how to trust Him. We learn how to depend upon Him. So I'd want to look my son in the eye and say, trust God enough to take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. I think one of the things that the gospel does is it puts us in a position to be able to take risks and to not have our dreams satisfied, to fail in the way that the world might describe it, and yet to have a very redemptive experience in that. In fact, in the book, I have a whole chapter on failure, and I define failure as ambition denied for a better plan. In other words, God will often allow us, and even more than allow us, He'll ordain our failure in order to create a better plan and lead us into something far more extraordinary. And I think that anytime you talk to a believer that's been around for a while, you can walk with them and hear some of their experiences of failure and the things they learned from that and the way that God moved in their life and the character that He shaped and the awareness of the gospel that they live with now and the way they encountered the Spirit of God. And I don't want my kids to fear that experience. I don't want them to confuse the fact that they're humans. They have limitations. They're going to step out into things and not know the future and therefore fail at times. And that's not a bad thing.